Hi, I'm James Jackson, your host.
And I'm Pastor Wayne Moore, the co-host.
Always a pleasure to host with you.
It is. It is. Got a great show today. Great sponsors.
Yeah, you know, we often hear the, and before we get to that, our great sponsors, Lee Castle and Crawley.
Right.
Fervent Care, Child Care, and Christian Academy.
Right.
And of course,
Stewart Mortuary. Almost over 50 years of service to the city of Indianapolis as it relates to bereavement, prearrangement. Get with Stewart Mortuary. They'll help you out.
They've done an outstanding job
They
over
are.
the years.
Yes, and continue to do so.
Yeah. So we often hear, we've got some great guests today, Paula Strauss, David Strauss, and Lacey Ross, to talk about random acts of kindness.
Don't we need it?
Yeah, especially nowadays.
Yes. People who have a heart for that are special gifts from God. I literally believe that when you live selfless lives, just to make sure other people are happy and feeling good about themselves.
Yeah.
These are phenomenal people we're about to meet this afternoon.
Yeah, I think our audience is going to be tremendously appreciative of the information we're going to share with you on today. Please go to our YouTube channel, WHMB TV 40, and you can subscribe there and watch this show over again for valuable information, also shows that you might have missed. Like us on Facebook.
Yes, like us on Facebook.
You said love us on Facebook.
Love us on Facebook. If you like us, go. If you love us, still go there. We need to have you support this particular program because we want to make sure we're bringing information to our community.
Yeah, so stay with us right here on WHMB TV 40 on Sundays at 5:30 and on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock p.m.
Right.
You can watch us every week. We're excited about the time that we're able to spend with you. Refresh your cup of coffee, put a few more ice cubes in your beverage. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
And we've got some wonderful guests, Maddie Smiles, Paula Strauss, David Strauss down there, and also Lacey Ross. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're very excited to be here.
Yeah,
We're happy to have
we're
you.
excited to have you all.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So talk to us about Maddie Smiles.
Okay, when we started Maddie Smiles, we've been a non-for-profit 501c3 for a little over a year now. Our daughter, Maddie, sister, passed away from complications from a gallbladder surgery in 2014 on June 29th. And we thought our lives were, we could never imagine our lives without her. Unfortunately, we found out. So we, instead of sitting around moping and crying, we found out really quick that doing kind things and going out and spreading Maddie's smile and being able to talk about her really helped us, emotionally and helps with the grieving process.
Yeah, and we're certainly sorry for the loss there. Prayers with your family. So Maddie certainly was the impetus behind getting all this started.
Yes.
What was the first thing you all did with regard to Maddie Smiles?
I'm trying to think what. Well, our first thing was we did a small toy drive for Christmas. Our first year without her.
For Riley Hospital.
For Riley Hospital.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, and so that was a Christmas time, and then Easter came around, and that was our next holiday that kind of was a big deal for us. So we went around and hid Easter eggs, and so now we call it Maddie Smiles Egg Extravaganza.
Oh.
And so we put nice little sayings and Easter eggs with candy, and then we have little flowers, and now we've graduated to baskets, and we put them around the city or wherever you are, and for people to find and make them smile.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, that is.
It's a different twist on it.
Yeah, around the city, and so people have to go and look for it.
Yeah, I actually had a friend at work. He went to North Carolina, and he took some eggs in a basket with him.
Oh.
And we actually had someone reach out that had found the basket on top of the Smoky Mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, and she said it was a wonderful teaching experience for her kids.
All the way from Indianapolis to
Yeah.
the Smoky Mountains.
Yep.
Maddie,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal.
And David, so you have your wristband on there.
Yes, it's Maddie Smiles, and it's spreading Maddie Smiles one act of kindness at a time. And as Paula mentioned, we want to continue Maddie Smile because it was so contagious, and to share her smile and share the joy, and give that to others, and in hopes that they will also pay it forward and share their smiles, continue to keep the smile going, and spread the kindness. We need so much of it today, and
Yeah.
I think, and Maddie, like she said, this is a journey that we're on, and it helps us, and in turn we're helping others as well.
And certainly it is said that it takes more muscles to frown in the face than it does to smile. And you all are having so many people who are benefiting from what you're doing. How can people support or get involved?
Sure, they can check out MaddieSmiles.com and find out more there at the website or on Facebook. We are always taking volunteers, and the good thing about this is if you're out of state or out of the city and you want to participate in an event, you can do these random acts of kindness, any from wherever you're at. It's every day people can do these, but our big events you can partake wherever location you're at, and we're always taking volunteers and doing these events and preparing.
And it looks like folks can go to MaddieSmiles.com
Correct.
to find out more information about what you're doing.
Yes, or if you're on Facebook, go to Maddie Smiles Random Acts of Kindness. The donate button works on the Facebook page, but we're having complications on the website right now.
Okay. So either, right now people go to Facebook. They want to keep in mind the website. Certainly there's a lot of good stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
But if they want to donate or volunteer, they go to the Facebook page, and what should they look for to get to it?
Maddie Smiles Random Acts of Kindness on Facebook. And if you're interested in volunteering, just send us a message and give us your contact information, and we will be in contact.
And Lacey, Maddie was your sister? So what's it like now being part of this Spreading Smiles across the land?
We would definitely rather have her here, spreading her smiles with us. But it's a good feeling to be able to continue and honor her memory and spread her smiles, because she brought so much joy to us, and she was such a big part of my life and our lives. And so it's, sorry, I'm nervous. Yeah, we like spreading smiles to other people and honoring Maddie, so.
Yeah.
I think it's phenomenal, though, Pastor, to be able to vent the grieving process this way.
Yes.
So many times as a pastor, you sit on the other side while people are telling you about what has transpired as it relates to someone that they love, is lost their life, or something like this and transpires relate to a medical situation. And then to bury them and to not let the grieving process throw you off balance. So this keeps you in balance, being able to help other
Absolutely.
people. That's phenomenal. It's a way to vent that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Don't know where we would be if we weren't doing this. Definitely helps.
So what's the greatest need right now?
Right now, through the end of August and maybe early September, we're doing a toy drive again. We do a toy drive every year in August now for Riley Hospital. Our goal is to fill a small enclosed trailer full of toys for Riley, the children at Riley Hospital. And then after this event, we will start our backpack brigade, which is we will fill backpacks full of supplies and socks, and hopefully we can get some blankets, and as well as dog food for our homeless community. Yeah,
Dog food.
Dog food. There's a
The
lot of
the homeless have
Their
pets.
dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
pets.
Feed their dogs.
Hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, need to, yeah, it struck me when she said that.
Yes.
Yeah, they have pets.
Yeah.
They need to feed them.
Yeah.
So outstanding work that you all are doing here in Indianapolis. You've gone as far as the Smoky Mountains. Where else have you all been?
We have been, we've had people reach out to us from Ohio and Kentucky and Florida. We've, especially, Maddie's touched a lot of people's lives from Indiana to Florida. From when she got sick in Florida, she had to be air ambulanced back to Indiana, and so many people's lives were touched from her story through that, and they still come and like share things, other random acts of kindness that they're doing in other states too with us. So
Outstanding. All the best to the work that you all are doing. Our prayers are with you and your family.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
God bless you. Keep up the good
God
work.
bless you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
You're
us.
welcome. Stay with us. We've got much more to come. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
And I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
What a wonderful segment, last segment, Random Acts of Kindness.
Yes, Maddie. Maddie makes us smile.
MaddieSmiles.com.
Yes.
And Maddie Smiles on your Facebook to find out how you can get involved and support Maddie Elizabeth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So lots going on in our city. And speaking of Random Acts of Kindness, Dr. Moore, we've got an exciting event coming up.
My God.
Latter part of October, October 28th, to deal with raising awareness where sickle cell is concerned.
Right,
And
right.
raising funds, the goal being $100,000.
$100,000 so that they can have unrestricted funds to help families who are victims of sickle cell anemia. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for Channel 40, WHMB TV, who's helping us put this on. It's the first sickle cell anemia telethon in the nation.
On television.
On television.
Yeah. Quite possibly radio, but we don't know.
We don't know that yet, but we're going to take what God has given us,
Yeah.
and we're going to work with that.
And we've discovered that the average lifespan of those who have the disease is for men upwards of about 47 years old.
Women?
Women a little less than that.
40, 42.
And I don't think that people know just how devastating that is if you're born with the disease or you have people in your family that have the disease. You're on a time clock, as it were.
I have two extended grandchildren, and I know I don't look that old. Maya and Micah, I've been with them when they have had sickle cell crisis, and it's very painful for parents and loved ones to watch that. And I hope we can do something, not only as we pray for them, but not only them, but others,
Yeah.
raise money for families to fill the pantry, to make sure resources are there in case someone reaches a demise, that they can bury their loved one. We want to do that for this community and those sickle cell patients' families.
Yeah, and our partners, of course, WHMB 40.
Yes.
The Martin Center.
Right.
Martin University.
Right.
A lot of folks coming together in the preliminary stages
Right.
to make sure that this event reaches its goal.
Yeah, and if we can just get maybe 25, 30 churches to give $1,000, it'll get us started in the right direction. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that these resources are there to help these families.
And I think that's significant, Dr. Moore. You talk about the churches actually giving $1,000 or at least the best
That they can do.
that they can do. A lot of times our churches are involved in foreign mission.
Right.
When I was growing up in church, we had home and foreign mission. And I think home has been neglected to some degree. Your thoughts?
Well, I can say this, Pastor Jackson. For many years, I worked on a national level. I was the foreign mission president of the National Missionary Baptist Convention of America for some years. And I've raised over $200,000 or $300,000 just to reach foreign soil. One day I woke up and said, hey, That's great. But we have some great needs at home. We just got to find out what those needs are and hopefully get other people and other churches to buy into those needs. Sometimes the celebrityism is more substantial as it relates to overseas, more so than it is at home. But you know, charity starts at home and it spreads abroad. And I think we can come together as a religious community, regardless of denomination, and make sure that this sickle cell anemia need is met.
Yeah, and you can help bring smiles to a lot of people's faces by preparing now. October 28th will be up on us before you know it. In fact, October is Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sickle cell awareness. No, we're going to do it the last Saturday of that month. It is, and we're going to make sure our community is plugged in. We want you to be plugged in. We want you to participate, spread the word. This is the first telethon put on by WHMB TV Channel 40 in the nation for sickle cell anemia.
3 hours.
3 hours, and we're going to have talent. People are going to be singing. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have interviews with people, business people, people who've been on our show. They're going to be right there to help us raise this money for this community.
And I'm hoping that Dr. Lionel Rush, who has been a community servant, will come out and join us for some of the telethon.
He has lost two daughters.
2 daughters.
Yes.
And I remember when he was going through that.
Yeah, and so this will be an encouragement for him too as well, because he has always wanted something like this to take place, and God has used Channel 40 and a couple of guys to make sure this happens.
A couple of young guys.
Young guys, right.
Because you said you didn't look that
I
up.
didn't look at it. No, Doc, yeah.
So it's going to be an incredible event, October 28th. We hope that you can join us.
3 to 6.
3 to 6 p.m.
3 hours of telethon.
Yeah, and you'll be able to call in and make your pledge. So start saving that money today. You know, a tall cup of coffee over at Starbucks is almost $5.
Yeah.
So if you just gave up a few cups of coffee by October 28th, you'd be able to bring some smiles to some folks' faces.
Let me make a special plea to pastors, if I could. My colleagues, we've been in ministry for years. We need you to go to your churches. We're asking you to start now, raise $1,000 to help with the sickle cell anemia in our city. And if we can come together, if we can just get all of our churches to bring $1,000, we can get this done. So irrespective of what's going on in any of our lives, how we feel about what's going on in the country, how we feel about what's going on with one another, let's be selfless on this particular day and give resources to make sickle cell anemia an issue in our city on that day.
Yeah, and you coined the phrase Sickle Cell Sunday.
Yes. Now, we need to explain that. Sickle Cell Sunday is where you really make the opportunity to get this offering together and make sure it is put in the right place for sickle cell anemia.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
Sickle Cell Saturday.
Sickle Cell Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a great time.
So start now. We're talking about it now. We want you to start now. And we also want to thank you for your support in advance. And we also want to thank our sponsors, Lee Kossel and Crawley. If you need help, they can help you.
Yes, they can help you if you got some issues, accident issues, you're concerned about something that didn't go right health-wise, call them.
Yeah, Stewart Mortuary.
Yes. If you want to have a conversation with Stewart Mortuary, make sure you do it before you reach your demise.
Right.
But they'll be there to meet you.
Pre-plan.
Pre-planning, that's right. They'll help you get it done.
I already know where they're going to put me.
You already know?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I do too. Matter of fact, I do too.
You'll know where to visit me.
I know where to come.
And the Fervent Care Child Care Christian Academy.
Yes.
Christian, clean, convenient child care. We want to thank you for joining us for the show. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe there. You can watch this show and others that you might have missed. Also, please go to our Facebook page, like us on Facebook. We really appreciate it. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
And I'm Curtis Baker, Marketing Director.
So we've talked about quite a bit. Maddie Smiles.
Maddie Smiles.
Random Acts of Kindness.
And I learned something from her. Random acts of kindness. I'm going to buy you a coffee.
Okay.
I'm going to buy you a coffee.
Let me help you understand something, Curtis.
I mean, now, understand this. Speedway coffee.
Okay, that's what we want to be clear.
Okay, now,
I was just going to say.
All right.
I was just going to say.
I just want you to understand.
I was going to say, where's the other
Speedway
$4 there?
Yeah. I just want you to understand. I just want you to understand what you've done here.
Speedway.
this is
Speedway
Speedway
coffee.
Black.
And it's good coffee, too.
Just black coffee.
Well, you can pour that little stuff in there. It's
Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you thinking of us. I think we're making some inroads with you.
Why not? All right, so thank you.
So, you see my paycheck. You'd understand. No.
Thank you for your kindness.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kindness, Curtis.
Thank you very much.
Sickle cell anemia.
Yes.
Maddie helps us to smile today. We got coffee. Sickle cell anemia. It's going to be something that's going to be phenomenal in the city of Indianapolis in the month of September. We're going to also do the telethon on the 28th of October. So get ready in Indianapolis. We're getting ready for it.
Yeah, and we hope that everybody. We want to make sure everybody's watching. We're going to have a live audience as well. So stay tuned to our station for more information. We're going to be inviting people there at the Wharton University. So it's going to be something that Indianapolis has never seen before. It's never been done before, for what I understand, with sickle cell.
No,
Yeah.
not across the nation, it's never been done.
Yeah, to our knowledge, it hasn't been done. And we certainly want to invite you to get prepared for that day and possibly come on out to Martin University and be a part of our live audience on October the 28th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It is going to be just outstanding.
Yeah, pastors, come on, help us out now. Let's help our city. Let's help our sickle cell anemia patients throughout central Indianapolis and central Indiana. Let's help them. I know we can do it. We've done things before in this city to help people. Let's get together and do this.
And that will be a tremendous act of kindness on the behalf of all of those who will be a part of that. We also want to encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, WHMB TV 40 YouTube, and subscribe. And that way you'll get an alert as to all the different shows that come on. You can watch this one over again. Lots of valuable information on shows that have passed. Like us on Facebook.
Yes, like us on Facebook, and you'll find out how serious we are about giving you communications as it relates to the city of Indianapolis.
See you next time.
As a teacher, having a foster grandparent in my room, it enables me to have an extra set of hands. It's been fantastic having Grandma Freddie in our room. She works individually with children.
It is the best feeling in the world. In the beginning, Denham was very quiet, very withdrawn. Now he has more confidence in what he's doing. His writing has improved. I'm proud of the work that I'm doing. They impact me as well as me impacting them.